Some of us have been lucky to have a superhero in our life. Someone who's inspired us, who's pushed us to do better. That extraordinary person who's made us believe anything was possible. In this series, Swans and Superheroes, we delve deep with the biggest names at the Swans. We'll explore their greatest influences, their deepest fears about the future, and their hopes for what lies ahead. From on the field to the quiet moments of reflection off it. We'll uncover the stories that have shaped them from boys to men, from heroes to superheroes.
Repeat this before we get into the questions. Superhero, super excited to be the superannuation partner of the Sydney Swans. If you do it without a stumble, $1 Bitcoin.
Superhero, super excited to be the superannuation partner of the Sydney Swans.
$1 Bitcoin. That's $1 million in a Bitcoin, which at the moment is 1.1. Perfect.
Are we done? I'm happy with that.
That's it. Most influential person in your life and why?
Can I have two?
Yeah, you can have two superheroes.
Two superheroes. My parents.
Yep.
I can imagine that'd be the same for quite a few people, but both for very different reasons. And probably something I haven't come to realize. I've probably only been able to articulate in the last few years as I guess I've matured and got older. But Mum, for her unconditional love, and I guess the power of having someone in your life that just loves you unconditionally.
Were you not aware of that early on?
You probably don't realise the power it has when you're younger.
Yeah.
And as you grow older and you're having relationships with, partners, friends, teammates,
Yep.
coaches, people within your network. I think the power of that is something I've really kind of come to admire in Mum and something that I've taken from her, no doubt. And Dad's a very different one. He was someone that probably throughout my teenage years went through a really tough period in his life, probably about a 4 or 5 year period. And what he taught me through that time, just from me watching, he didn't necessarily go about teaching me, but from what I observed was just sticking true to your values, having a really strong set of ethics, and I guess maintaining your dignity and your integrity throughout that time. And I think that's something that I've taken on myself. I like to think that, in tough times, particularly when things, you could easily spit the dummy and kind of, I guess, throw a tantrum. I like to think that I've learned from him to maintain my dignity and I guess my integrity and stick true to what I believe is right.
Last one. All you've read, heard, observed, who's the one person, one superhero you'd like to meet that would have an influence on you?
That would have an influence on me?
So far we've had LeBron and Kobe.
Okay, there's two. There's one living, there's one dead. So the one living is Rick Rubin. I'm not sure if you're aware of who Rick Rubin is.
No.
He's a kind of famous, I wouldn't say Hollywood, but he's like a big producer for bands, artists.
Okay.
And he's got a really beautiful outlook on life. He's about 60. He's got these long hair. He's like tan. He's got these big glasses on, and he's a true creative. And I just like his outlook on life.
Yep.
I feel like from the stuff I've read and listened to of his, like most recently, he's got a really beautiful outlook on things. I'd love to chew the fat with him, go stay at his Malibu mansion, and
If you need a plus
catch
one.
some weight. Yeah, I'll let you know. And the dead one would probably be, and this might be a little bit cliche with the whole like Roman Empire thing, but Marcus Aurelius. I read Meditations a couple of times in the past few years, and I'd find him a really interesting one to chew the fat with, mainly because he was at one stage the most powerful man in the world, and his ability to, I guess, keep his shit in check and, I guess be exposed to plagues, wars, civil wars, all that sort of stuff, and how he manages that and how he managed that and was able to kind of not be corrupted by it. I feel like he'd be a really interesting one.
Rick Rubin, Marcus Aurelius. Bang.
Yeah.
Thank you.
A bit different from LeBron and what was it, Kobe?
Yeah, well, he wasn't on my bingo card, Rick Rubin, definitely not Marcus Aurelius.
Yeah.
Both are big picks, good picks. Well done.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Pleasure.
Really hope you liked this episode. If you did, stay tuned for next week's on Instagram. And don't forget to vote for your favourite superhero of the week online at the Swans website to win a corporate box experience. All thanks to the team at Superhero. the official superannuation partner of the Sydney Swans.